Gary, Broadlane Leisure Caravans. Today I'm going to give you a working demonstration of the Coachman Laser Xcel range of caravans. So what I'd like to do, mate, is give you a tour firstly around the exterior. We suspect that you're probably an existing caravaner, so I'm not going to go into huge detail, as I suspect that you know probably quite a bit about vans already. Usual things, you've got the Alco hitch. This model comes with ATC. As per our previous video on the Coachman VIP, gas locker, provision for 2 gas bottles within that locker. On the outside you've got barbecue point and power, and this locker gives us access to the space under the front seats. This model also features the E&P self-leveling system, which we've covered on a previous demonstration video. It also comes with the Alco secure wheel locks, and again you'll find that in one of our videos. So we round back. Model's got access to the space under the fixed bed on this exterior locker. Filler for the loo, as you no doubt know, and you've got the removable cassette with wheels and handle. Grey water outlets. Ledger battery, mains hookup, TV, satellite connectivity points. Water it. Cold water shower. Exhaust for the heating hot water system. And lastly, you've got the offside service light. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll give you a tour around the interior. Okay, so inside the Coachman Xcel range, we've got, and again, very similar to the VIP model that we did the demonstration video on earlier, you've got fly and night screens, you've got the under-pelmet swivel lighting, it's sort of touch-sensitive lighting, low light and reading light. I'll just show you under the space under the seats here, if I may. The main difference then with this model versus the single axle derivative will be the control panel and the onboard tank, which I'll just go through afterwards. So good old storage, as you can see. You've got access from the exterior and you've got one of the radiators. This model being an 8-foot derivative, you'll notice it's got the higher seat back cushions as well. Just a point of interest. Opening hecker roof lights, like so. 3 settings, fully open, partially open, almost open, and closed. Night, fly screens throughout. You've got occasional table, and again in conjunction with the video I did previously on the Coachman VIP model, slide this towards you, table top drops down, and then it goes back on itself like so. I'll just show you to this side. Got wireless mobile phone charge point, switches for various lighting around the van. Coachman, you tend to have 2 drain down points, one for hot cold, and they're in this corner here. You've got the LD boiler, you've got back of the battery locker, mains coming in, charging unit, trips, blade fuses, etc. That's the oldie flow system. I'll give you a continuous hot water as long as you've got water constantly being supplied to your van, if that makes sense. So I guess in a super pitch kind of scenario. Those overhead lockers, microwave, I'm sure you work that, works on planes. You've got your extractor fan. Open up the lid, on off switch in the middle, arrow in, blows in fresh air, arrow out, takes out your food smells. Remember when you're not using this, I'd say shut it down. You can certainly leave it open in the summer months as a vent position, but obviously do remember that you've left it open, especially if the weather's not so good. Storage, all your accessories, etc. Swan neck mixer tap, hot and cold running water respectively. Electric hot plate, 3 gas burners, all the controls are on the front. The ignition switch is on the right hand side and your oven illumination switch is on the left hand side. Grill, it does come with grill pan, oven and storage on there. We've got the tall fridge freezer, dual opening. By that I mean it opens left, right side. The control, again, if you refer to our previous demonstration video on the Coachman VIP 575 that we've uploaded to the Broadlane YouTube channel. This model, you've got provision for flat screen TV, power, aerial, satellite connectivity points. And again, in this model, you've got the main freestanding table. Okay, so we're in the bathroom area. Just a point of interest, on the Coachmans, with respect to the handle, it is on a sort of magnet system, if that makes sense. So you pull the door to, and sometimes you need to pull it to quite quickly. And what that does is draw the magnet from inside the door out into the fixing to secure it. But just to let you know, just point that out to you. You've got a door to the wardrobe in this model. That's the reservoir for the Aldi fluid. You've got minimum and maximum. It's the pink fluid, and that's the 5-year long life fluid. Toilet cassette. It's a swivel seat loo, push button flush, and you've got the indicator. Light comes on red when the cassette is full. To use the loo, and again I'm sure you know how this all works, but maybe for all those newbies, you've got your slider at the front at 6 o'clock. If you slide it towards the rear of the van, the blade to the cassette is now open. You would use the loo. The next thing you do is you push the blue button. You can hear the pump run. There's no water in the system. That rinses the bowl. When you've finished the handle, which is at say 5 o'clock, return it to the 6 o'clock position. The blade to the cassette is now closed. And you can drop the seat down. Yeah, just while we're talking about that, these are some of the accessories that the van comes with as standard. So you've got your sort of pack for the loo, so pink fluid and blue for the cassette, and that's the cat which lives on the toilet cassette. And obviously these accessories will be pre-installed on your new Coachman. Wash basin, so it's a contemporary wash basin, as you can see, with mixer tap, and again you've got hot, cold running water. Shower. You've got the rise and fall shower here, fixing to select the suitable height, and again you've got your mixer tap. Alder branded heated towel rail. It's a fabulous system, and again if you refer to our demonstration video on the Coachman VIP 575 that we've done, that will explain how to use the Alder heating control. Okay, so in this Xcel model with the transverse island bed at the back, I'll show you how the bed works, etc. Just to point out that part of the specification, you've got USB points above the 2 under-powered spotlights. The fixed bed there, that's in its retracted position, as you can see. You grab the bed base, slide it forward, and that gives you your normal double. I think you'll agree that you've still got ample space to walk around the bottom. Grab the frame and slide back. Now, grab the base. It's fantastic storage space under the fixed bed. You've got, as we said earlier, your external access locker. You'll see the fins, that's one of the radiators, and in fact the radiators are dotted all the way around the van. So the head of the bed, side under the window, foot of the bed here, everywhere really. Part of the specification there comes with a grey water container, and this model then comes with the onboard tank. It's a simple system. Pull the plunger up, and effectively that will drain any water down that's in the onboard tank. To use the onboard tank, and obviously you'll want to fill it with water. You merely push the plunger down, and what that then does is gives you the ability to fill it up with fresh running water, and you can use that in addition to your external supply, your Aquaroll for example. One thing just to point out, the bed is currently being held in the up position, as you can see. So you do need to press this fixing here. It does say press, so press like so, and base drops down again. I'd also point out, as part of the specification, you've got the underpowered speaker system as well. Right then, so that's the van covered in quite a lot of detail. And as I say, please refer to the earlier demonstration we've done on the Coachman VIP 575 model. Now I'll go over the control panel in the Coachman Xcel laser range. Okay, so the controls you've got over the door, as you can see, that's the main control panel, and that's the outer heating control panel. Just a quick refresher on this panel. Bottom left is on-off switch. Okay, this is the home screen. At the moment it's telling us that we've got heating on, temperature in the van. Now the only symbol that's missing, top right, you'll see a symbol that denotes that you're on mains electric. We don't have mains electric plugged in today, but ordinarily you would see that symbol. Bottom right menu, push the button. You've got a number of options. Option 1 then, thermostat in the room or in the house. That's the heating you want to select in the van. You just go up or down to suit really. It does go all the way up to a balmy 30. Now that's really, really hot. Yeah, absolutely fabulous. Now in the summertime, you can't turn the boiler off as such, because do remember the boiler is also heating up the hot water. But what you then need to do in the summer months, when you don't want the heating on, is turn that control setting down to 5. And that will ensure your heating doesn't come on, but you'll always have access to hot water. So that's the heating set in the van. So normally late teens, early 20s is quite comfortable. Right, hot water. Triangle's clear, so hot water is currently off. Push the plus button, hot water on. If you want to select hot water boost, you push the positive button again. That's on hot water boost. While it's on hot water boost, you will lose the heating for approximately 30 minutes. So I would say by default it will be that setting there. So you've selected the temperature you want in the van. You've turned the hot water system on. You've got 2 options. Option 1, if you're on mains electric, you're going to choose the electric system. This squiggle here denotes electric. It's currently off. You can choose 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatts or 3. And I would suggest that you use 2 kilowatts. That should be more than suitable. Now, if you don't have access to electric, so let's say you're at a festival or a rally with one of the clubs, and you haven't got access to electric, to run the system on gas, and this is heating hot water only, remember. The blue symbol denotes gas. Hot water heating is currently off. Push the button, and that's on. Back to off. If you go away in the winter months and you want to run it on dual fuel to heat the van up quickly and also hot water quickly, you can run it on both at the same time. So you can run it on electric and gas. But do be mindful though that you are using your gas while you're on electric hookup. So I'd say after about 30 minutes, turn the gas off and just leave it running solely on the electric system. Okay, so that's the Alder heating control panel done. I'm now going to cover the main control panel. Okay, so the main control panel in the Coachman Laser Xcel model, and this has got the onboard tank, so it's slightly different over the Coachman VIP model. Master switch on off on the left hand side here. You've got your scroll buttons left and right. That's pump on. You must have the pump on in order to draw water from your water supply. Back button. You've got lighting in the van, and that's your awning light on the outside. So
24-hour clock. Settings, so I think you'll find that you can choose different brightness of the screen. You can have the sound muted when you're pressing the buttons, things like that, etc. Okay, fill tank. Press that button to fill tank. Now you've got an option to use internal pump, so obviously draws water from the tank, or external, which would draw water from the aqua roll. Internal temperature, there's a battery condition, and back to start. And this button here does exactly the same, but it goes the other way around, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's a primary difference over the Coachman VIP model, single axle, over the laser models with the onboard tank. Just one other thing which I wanted to point out to you: the offside service light is located in this locker here. The switch for it's just there. That's offside service light off, offside service light on, and that's your directional aerial. And again, if you're not familiar, you undo the collar at the top. You can raise, lower the post, turn it 360 degrees, etc. Lock it off. And again, we've done a demonstration video as to how to use that in our the previous video, which we've got on our YouTube channel for the Coachman VIP 575. I hope you've enjoyed this video from Broadlane, and once again, any questions, please ask. Thank you once again.